my feeling was, keep going in that direction. You know, let's try something new. Let's work together with some, like, you know, let's have some rappers come in, or let's do something really funky, like what Aerosmith did with
like Doll or
yeah, exactly, like that stuff. You know, let's try something crazy. Let's go a little nuts. But the band was like, oh no, we don't want to do any more of this disco stuff. We want to go back to our like old hardcore fans that we have to serve. We want to sound like we sounded, you know, when Blackout came out and so on and so forth. And I kept thinking to myself, and I said it a few times too, guys, somebody wants to listen to Blackout, or somebody wants to hear music like Blackout or whatever, like they listened to in the 80s, they're going to go buy Blackout, or they're going to listen to Blackout. They're not going to listen to a new record that sounds like Blackout. Right. That's just my opinion. I'm not saying that I'm right.
And then you were geek off.
And what?
I'm joking.
Well, yeah, kind of. I mean, we had our musical set, because I put my studio in Rudolph's. We did the record in Rudolph's place, and I had my laptop and I put it up in his garage and made all the neighbors mad. And I was supposed to always be in there and play bass, but I was more interested in trying to create new music. I was like really interested in. Not that I was egotistic because I had this one song, Mysterious. It was just like a drive inside of me, because I'm an artist. I just didn't want to be only the bass player of the Scorpions anymore, because I'm a writer. I wrote so many songs, and you know, I write music. I'm an artist. I have a burning edge to say something, you know. And I had a lot of really, really good ideas that I think would have been great for the band. But unfortunately, you know, there was this difference of opinions, and yeah, the guys are older than me and they have more experience. That might all be, but you know, I'm young, I'm fresh, and I had some other ideas, and I wanted to try those. And I don't know if I was too pushy or not, or maybe too egotistical. I don't know. I was just kind of a little bit in my own world. I was writing music. I was more in the writing mode than in like the being the bass player of the band kind of mode. And so there we started, especially me and James, we had like quite a few, you know, differences when it came to music. And because everybody thought I should just have been like there to play bass, which I totally agree, they're right. But on the other hand, I think maybe if we would have made a couple of songs that I suggested, or a style of music that I had in mind, the band could have maybe reached another level and had maybe another hit like Winds of Change or Rocky Like a Hurricane Again. I mean, like a real hit that you hear in nightclubs, that you hear everywhere. Maybe. I'm not saying that I could have,
but maybe, yeah.
But maybe, you never know. But you know what? We never tried. At least we should have tried one more time. That's my opinion. And, you know, so I got frustrated with working with the band because they just didn't want to try, you know, the music that I was suggesting. And it was like I remember one day, it really upset me. It was driving me crazy because we were sitting in Rudolph's studio and everybody was arguing about styles of music. And, you know, Klaus was playing Rudolph music, and he was like, yeah, well, and they were kind of like going back and forward, and then Rudolph was playing Klaus music, and I played them before. I played them like 15 or 16 songs, and Rudolph played Klaus music. I think we need to sound like this, you know, we need to build up more, because Rudolph always had this little bit modern edge in him too as well, kind of like me, maybe a little different, maybe a little more rockish, but Rudolph was very open-minded as well. So he played Klaus the songs, and then Klaus stood up and said, you know what, if we want to make music like this, then we have to record some of Ralph's songs. And I was sitting there, I was like, duh, guys, I just played you that. And then there was silence again. So for me, it was like an empty bubble, you know what I'm saying? It was like, and then they expected me to play bass on all these like songs that sounded like the 80s, but were trying to be modern in a way. And for some reason, I just couldn't find any bass line. I just couldn't get excited. I just couldn't.
Right.
You know. And then it was just. I mean, yeah, I could have played bass on there. I just didn't. It just nothing came to my head. It just was for me like, I don't know. I just didn't feel it anymore. You know what I'm saying? For some reason. So then I decided, okay, you know what? I'll go back to America. I'll do film music, and you guys do the record.
Yeah. There's anything else you want to say to your fans? You can say whatever you want.
Fans?
Yeah.
Well, which fans?
The readers and in Latin America and any, you know. Besides me, I'm here, so.
Guys, keep making music and you know, fight for the passion in the music. Don't let the music industry frustrate you. You know, try to come up with new ideas. Try to be inventive, and you know, have a positive vibe towards art and energy in life, no matter what it is. And cherish your family and friendship and love. Right now,
your website. Okay, tell me about your website. How the people can reach you and listen to what are you doing.
Yeah, by the way, guys, if anybody wants to reach me, wants to listen to my film music, or you know, see what I'm doing lately, you can go to my website. It's www.ralphrieckerman.com, just like how you spell my name. ralphrieckerman.com is good enough. You just punch it in, it pops up. And then there's a link on there also where you can download my songs. Like I said before earlier, I've wrote a lot of songs, like you know, even songs that I offered to record with a band. They're on there. But other versions, you know, not with Klaus singing, and it's everything on there. It's a little bit of rock, death metal is even on there that I had to do for movies. There's hip hop, there's like trance, there's like pop music, dance music. There's like a little bit of everything on there. You'll be surprised. And you know, for the usual price, just like same on iTunes, there's a little link on there that says buy my music, and if you click on that, you guys can listen to, you know, some of the songs that I wrote. It's not a lot. I think there's like 30 or 40 songs on there. Just like a little taste, you know, if anybody wants to check it out.
Okay, www.ralphrieckerman.com. Okay. Thanks, Ralph.